Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's already the month of December and I did my bullet journal setup last night and I edited all morning to show it to you. And I used those 3 things you can see here on the screen for inspiration, and I went for a candy cane theme, and I also used all of those red toned dual brush pens by Tombow and a silver gel pen and my Muji gel pen as well. As always, I will link all my tools in the description box, and yeah, let's get this party started. First things first, my cover page for the month, and I didn't draw anything before or I didn't use any pencil. The only thing I penciled in was a circle for the cover page. I used this as a rough outline for my candy cane wreath, and I also did a fake calligraphy hand lettering, and you will see all of this in a minute. So I just went in with the Muji gel pen. That was a bold move because in the end the hand lettering wasn't really centered at all, so I just jumped in and did a little illustration of a candy cane in the front, and that kind of balances it out a little bit. For the fake calligraphy handwriting, you only have to thicken the downstrokes and keep the upstrokes really thin. And for all my candy cane illustrations, I just took various red shades from Tombow and colored them in with many stripes. And I also did some outlines, and I used most of the time 2 different red shades. And then everything looked kind of gradient and a little bit more vibrant. At this point I kind of realized that it still looked kind of flat, so the next step that I'm gonna do is choose 2 different colors of gray. I opted for a quite light gray, and I'm gonna do a little drop shadow as well. But first I'm gonna jump back in with my Muji gel pen and do some more outlines for the different stripes, just to get a little bit more of a bold look. With the outlines it looks much better in my opinion, but the wreath wasn't really complete, so I went back in with 2 different green shades, and those little foliage thingies remind me of a mistletoe, so that's very Christmassy indeed. And I also did an outline with the Muji gel pen, and that's a detailed close-up look, and yeah, I really like it. Next up is my monthly log. That's my calendar overview for the month of December. And this header is some sort of a throwback because that style of font is something I used to do last year a lot, and I don't know, it doesn't really fit my style anymore, so you will see I will switch up the fonts a lot and the headers for this video. I just did a center part with a little column in the middle of the page to separate the whole overview into 2 sections, and one is for personal appointments and the other one is for work-related stuff. And I did everything with my accent color red, and yeah, I think it looks indeed very festive. For the next page I did a gratitude log. I haven't done that in a really long time, but Christmas and the Advent season is something I can really relate to with my gratitude log, because I think that's something that this season is really about. It's not that much about the presents and stuff, so I really want to try to fill this out this month. And yeah, those are my headers, up close and personal. And let's move on to another spread, and as you might guess, it's my favorite spread of all month. It's the habit tracker. I switched up the header a little bit, so I went in for a fake calligraphy font for the word habit, and I did the word tracker in this multi-font, and then I went in for some more illustrations, and I did some candy canes and a gingerbread man. And with this little guy I had some trouble because I tried to use one of my golden gel pens, and I don't know if the color was off or something, but there was no gold coming out, only like orange goo, and it doesn't really look very nice, so yeah, sorry for that. And then I went in and draw some lines, and I wanted to track not that many habits this month because with the Christmas time I think it's also about slowing down, and I also always track some habits, that are some sort of my homey habits, so my cleaning routine and stuff like that. And I will be gone for almost 2 weeks in December, so I cannot really keep track on that. Next up is my sleep log. This is something I have to look after a lot these days. My sleep pattern is really messed up. And speaking about messing up, I did 2 mistakes here, as you might see. I don't know, I dated some numbers wrong, and then I went in with a white gel pen, but the red color was so strong it kind of mixed up with the white gel, and then I was left with those little pink dots there, so that's not really nice, but oh well, happens. And those 2 silver lines you can see in the middle of the page, they marked my ideal sleep pattern, but yeah, let's see if I can achieve that. Fingers crossed. So here's a close-up of this part. So I'm aiming on going to bed before 12 and getting up around 7:30. Next layout is my spending log. That's my most minimalistic layout, but I still really love it. And I went in with my Tombow dual brush pen and also my Muji gel pen. And that's all for this one. It's really working for me, and you can see it a little bit better in my November flip through at the end of this video. The only thing that's still missing is my weekly layout for this week, and I went in with my Muji gel pen and did those fake calligraphy fonts. And the special thing about this layout, it's for a whole week, keep that in mind, and it has only one running to-do list on the left side, and it really works for me. I mean, it really depends. If you have a really stressed week, stressed in terms of not using your bullet journal much, then it works as well. But if you have a lot of little single tasks and you need to write a lot down in your journal, then it might be not the one for you. So keep that in mind when trying that, but it could be perfect for the Christmas period, because maybe you don't have that many tasks anymore, or maybe you don't have that much time to journal. And I also went in again and did some more illustrations. I also did this little leafy illustration of a mistletoe to tie in both of the spreads all together, because sometimes when you have one page that is quite simple or minimalistic and another one that's more like full on, like this one with all those headers, then it helps to have like a little illustration in the corner or in the middle of both pages to just tie it in all together, as you can see over here. I love the white gel pen. You can make so many nice little details with it, and I used it a lot in my November layout as well. And yeah, let's have a look at that. So that's the filled out spread for my monthly overview in November. I didn't use it that much, and I also filled out my habit tracker really nicely and my sleep log as well. But I kind of slacked with tracking my diet, so as you already have seen, I skipped that for the month of December, because I think there is also not really a point in tracking your diet in December, because I want to enjoy it, you know. Next up is my spending log. You can see I filled it out, but I have to be honest with you guys, that's not all that I have spent. So let's see how I'm doing with this in the next month. And I really like those weekly spreads, and I enjoyed them so much. They worked really well for me. They are quite flexible. You can swap in all the different modals. And next up is a collection. I haven't shown a collection in a really long time. This is for the Trust conference and for a machine learning session, and yeah, I just enjoyed doing those. So I also have some blank spaces, and then I did those pages here. I really love the spread of my morning routine. It really helped me to kind of, set everything for a new start and a new routine. And yeah, more blank spaces over here. And the last layout I did for the month of December. And I experimented with the weekly spread a little bit, but it didn't really work that much. But that's still a nice option if you need more space for a day, because there's a whole daily on one page. And yeah, that's it for the month of November. Let's have a little look at everything we did in this video, but I already talked you through this, so maybe we could chat a little bit about my channel over here and about my bullet journal videos for the upcoming year of 2018. I know I promised you a video about setting up your bullet journal in the middle of the year, but I kinda missed to do that. And to be honest again with you guys, I didn't really set up this journal for the whole year. I totally skipped doing a future log, I didn't do my goals, I didn't do anything. I just did my weekly and monthly planning in here. And I have still quite a lot of blank pages in the beginning of this journal. But I still want to do that video, but I think now it's not the right time. So I think I'm gonna do that in the beginning of March or something. And yeah, just let me know what other kind of videos you want to see on this channel over here. And I just can't wait for another year full of planning and bullet journaling. Oh guys, and I also wrote a book about all of this. I will leave a link in the description box below. Check it out. It's in German, but I hope some of you might like it. And yeah, if you haven't already, subscribe and like this video. And I will see you guys very, very soon. Bye bye.